Ladies and gentlemen, belief is where every great journey begins. Picture a seed planted in fertile soil. It has the potential to grow into a towering tree, but only if it's nurtured and protected. Similarly, when you believe in your ability to achieve something, you plant the seed of success. Without belief, action falters and doubts become weeds that stifle growth. Think of the pioneers in every field: artists, scientists, athletes. They weren't born extraordinary. They chose to believe they could do extraordinary things. Every achievement is proof that belief is a necessary first step. The harshest critic we face often lives in our own minds. We hear voices whispering, "You're not good enough," or "You'll never make it." Recognize those voices for what they are: fear, insecurity, or past disappointments. Replace them with affirmations of capability and strength. Say, "I can do this," even when you feel uncertain. Confidence is not about never doubting. It's about acting despite the doubt. Believing you can achieve something big starts with accomplishing small wins. Each step you take, no matter how minor it seems, builds momentum and reinforces your belief. Start by tackling manageable tasks and celebrating every milestone. Success is cumulative, and each victory fuels your confidence to take on bigger challenges. Look around and find stories of people who have triumphed against the odds. Whether it's a historical figure, a public personality, or someone in your life, their stories can inspire belief in your own potential. They remind us that failure, struggle, and doubt are universal experiences, but resilience and self-belief are the paths to overcoming them. Visualization is a powerful tool for strengthening belief. Close your eyes and picture yourself achieving your goals. Feel the emotions that come with success: the joy, pride, and relief. Visualization creates a mental roadmap that helps guide your actions. The clearer your vision, the stronger your belief becomes. Belief doesn't mean you'll never fail. It means you won't let failure define you. Each setback is a lesson, a chance to recalibrate and try again. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a crucial part of the journey. When you believe you can do it, you'll see failure as a stepping stone, not a roadblock. Belief flourishes in a supportive environment. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, inspire you, and believe in you. Positive influences reinforce your self-belief, while negative ones can erode it. Choose your circle wisely, as they play a pivotal role in shaping your mindset. Belief is not a one-time decision. It's a daily practice. Commit to reminding yourself of your capabilities every day. Reignite your belief through affirmations, reflection, and action. The road may be long, but with steadfast belief, every step becomes purposeful, and every obstacle becomes surmountable. Belief is the cornerstone of any significant achievement. It's the starting point where the impossible begins to turn into the possible. Imagine a seed, the smallest, seemingly insignificant object, planted in fertile soil. That seed carries within it the potential to grow into a towering tree, providing shade, fruit, and beauty for generations. But this potential is realized only if it's nurtured, given sunlight, water, and care. Belief works in the same way. It is the seed of every action, every dream, and every success. Without belief, no action can be sustained. Doubts become the weeds that choke the growth of your ambitions. They sap your energy, make you second-guess yourself, and halt your progress before it begins. If you look at the greatest accomplishments in history, they didn't begin with resources or talent alone. They began with belief. Belief in an idea, belief in a purpose, belief in oneself. Take the example of a young athlete dreaming of the Olympics. They may not be the fastest or the strongest when they start, but they believe they can improve. They believe in the process of training, in their coaches, and most importantly, in their ability to grow. Every grueling practice, every early morning, and every sacrifice they make is fueled by that foundational belief. Without it, they wouldn't have the perseverance to endure the hardships that the journey demands. Belief is more than a feeling, it's an engine. It drives action, keeps you moving forward when obstacles arise, and sustains you when the path gets tough. Even in the face of failure, belief tells you, try again. Even when others doubt you, belief whispers, keep going. Belief doesn't mean arrogance or overconfidence. It's not about thinking you're better than others. It's about recognizing your unique potential, embracing your strengths, and trusting that with effort and time, you can achieve what you set out to do. So plant the seed of belief in your heart, protect it from the storms of doubt and negativity. Nurture it with consistent effort and positive reinforcement. When you do, you'll find that belief doesn't just guide you to success, it transforms you along the way. It turns fear into courage, hesitation into determination, and dreams into reality. The inner critic is often our fiercest adversary. It's that persistent voice inside our heads that says, "You're not good enough. You can't do this," or "What if you fail?" This voice doesn't just undermine our confidence, it paralyzes us, holding us back from taking action. Recognizing and silencing this inner critic is essential for nurturing belief in yourself. Understand first where this voice comes from. It might stem from past failures, critical comments from others, or societal expectations. These experiences plant seeds of doubt that grow louder over time, especially when we face challenges or uncertainty. But just because this voice exists, doesn't mean it speaks the truth. It's an echo of fear, not a reflection of your actual potential. To silence the inner critic, you must confront it with intention. Begin by becoming aware of when it speaks. Pay attention to moments of self-doubt and negative self-talk. Instead of accepting these thoughts as facts, challenge them. Ask yourself, is this really true? What evidence do I have that supports this doubt? What evidence do I have that disproves it? More often than not, you'll find that your fears are exaggerated or baseless. Replace these negative thoughts with affirmations of self-belief. For instance, when your mind says, "I'm not capable," counter it with, "I am capable, and I've overcome challenges before." Practice reframing failures and setbacks as opportunities for growth. Instead of saying, "I failed, so I can't do this," try, "I failed, but I learned something valuable that will help me succeed next time." Visualization is another powerful tool. When the inner critic tries to paint a picture of failure, actively replace it with a mental image of success. See yourself succeeding, overcoming obstacles, and achieving your goals. This shifts your mindset from fear to possibility. Also consider the role of external influences. Sometimes, the inner critic's voice mirrors negative comments or attitudes from others. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. Seek out mentors, friends, and colleagues who believe in your potential and encourage your growth. Positive reinforcement from others can help drown out the inner critic's negativity. Lastly, remember that silencing the inner critic is not about never feeling doubt. Doubt is a natural human experience. The goal is to not let doubt control your actions or define your identity. By recognizing, challenging, and reframing negative thoughts, you reclaim your power. You allow belief in yourself to take center stage, guiding you forward toward your dreams. Silencing the inner critic is an ongoing process. It takes patience, practice, and persistence. But with every step, you'll find yourself growing stronger, more resilient, and more confident in your ability to achieve whatever you set your mind to. Achieving anything significant can feel overwhelming at the start. The weight of a big dream often discourages us, making the goal seem distant or unattainable. However, breaking that goal into smaller, manageable steps can transform the seemingly impossible into something achievable. This approach not only builds momentum, but also reinforces your belief in your ability to succeed. Think of a mountain climber standing at the base of a towering peak. If they focus only on the summit, they might feel paralyzed by the enormity of the task. But when they focus on taking the first step, then the next, and the one after that, the journey begins to feel manageable. Each step brings them closer to their goal. Small goals act as these steps. They keep you moving forward, even when the end feels far away. Start by identifying your ultimate objective and breaking it into smaller milestones. Let's say you dream of writing a book. Instead of fixating on the daunting idea of completing hundreds of pages, set a smaller goal of writing 1 page a day. This smaller goal is achievable, and each completed page brings you closer to the finish line. Celebrate these small victories. Rewarding yourself for reaching smaller milestones helps maintain motivation and reinforces your belief in your progress. For example, finishing the first chapter of your book could be an opportunity to treat yourself to something you enjoy, a movie night, a favorite meal, or simply sharing your accomplishment with a friend. Small goals also help you measure progress. Progress, no matter how small, fuels confidence. When you can see tangible results from your efforts, you begin to trust in your ability to achieve the larger goal. For instance, if your goal is to run a marathon, successfully running a mile, then 2, then 5, shows you that your dream is within reach. Moreover, breaking tasks into smaller goals allows you to adapt and adjust along the way. Life is unpredictable, and challenges are inevitable. If a small step proves more difficult than expected, you can recalibrate your approach without feeling overwhelmed by the bigger picture. This flexibility keeps you moving forward instead of giving up. Momentum is a powerful force. Each small goal you achieve creates a ripple effect, building confidence and inspiring you to tackle the next challenge. Over time, these small wins compound, turning effort into habit and habit into success. Remember, it's not about how fast you move, it's about continuing to move forward. Setting small goals isn't a sign of limited ambition, it's a strategy for sustained progress. By focusing on what you can do today, you build the strength and belief to achieve what seemed impossible yesterday. One step at a time, one goal at a time, you'll find yourself closer to your dreams than you ever imagined. In moments of doubt, when belief in yourself wavers, finding inspiration in others can be a powerful antidote. Role models, whether they are famous figures, everyday heroes, or people in your personal life, can ignite your belief and show you what's possible. Their stories remind us that the path to success is often fraught with challenges, but perseverance and self-belief can overcome even the most daunting obstacles. Consider figures like Nelson Mandela, who spent 27 years in prison yet emerged as a global symbol of resilience and leadership. His unwavering belief in justice and humanity kept him going through unimaginable adversity. When you hear his story, it serves as a testament to the strength of the human spirit and the power of belief to transform not just your life, but the world around you. Closer to home, you may have a friend or family member who has overcome significant challenges. Perhaps you know someone who worked tirelessly to achieve an education despite financial hardships, or a mentor who rose to success after countless rejections. These examples show that the road to achievement is rarely smooth, but the common thread is belief in a vision, belief in a purpose, and belief in oneself. Role models also provide practical lessons. By studying their journeys, you can learn how they faced obstacles, managed setbacks, and stayed focused on their goals. For instance, an entrepreneur's story might teach you the value of persistence, while an artist's path could highlight the importance of staying true to your vision. These lessons offer blueprints for your own journey, reinforcing your belief that you can also overcome challenges. In addition to well-known figures, role models can be found in everyday interactions. A teacher who inspires their students to dream bigger, a colleague who shows extraordinary determination, or even a stranger's act of kindness, can serve as a reminder of human potential. These moments provide a wellspring of encouragement, especially when your own confidence falters. Don't just admire role models, emulate them. If their stories resonate with you, adopt some of their habits or approaches. Did your role model practice gratitude, wake up early to pursue their goals, or maintain unwavering optimism? Incorporate these traits into your life, and you'll find your belief growing stronger with each step. It's also important to remember that even your role models are human. They faced fears, doubts, and failures, just like you. What set them apart was their refusal to let those obstacles define them. This realization makes their achievements feel more accessible and reminds you that greatness isn't reserved for the extraordinary. It's attainable for anyone willing to believe and put in the work. Surround yourself with the stories and energy of inspiring people. Read biographies, watch interviews, or spend time with individuals who uplift and motivate you.
These influences act as a beacon of hope, illuminating the path forward, even when it feels dark. By drawing strength from role models, you not only bolster your belief, but also discover the limitless potential within yourself. Visualization is a powerful tool in the journey to achieving your goals. The mind has an incredible ability to create and influence your reality, based on the images and scenarios you focus on. Envisioning success doesn't just inspire you, it programs your mind to believe that success is possible, and primes your body and actions to align with that belief. Start by closing your eyes and imagining yourself achieving your goal. See it as vividly as possible. If your dream is to graduate from college, picture yourself walking across the stage, holding your diploma, and hearing the applause. Feel the joy and pride of that moment. Imagine the smiling faces of your loved ones, the congratulatory handshakes, and the sense of accomplishment that comes with reaching your goal. Visualization is about immersing yourself in the emotions, sounds, and sights of success, so that your mind begins to accept it as real. When you vividly imagine success, you activate the same neural pathways in your brain that you would if you were actually experiencing it. This is why athletes, performers, and high achievers often use visualization to prepare for competitions or challenges. A sprinter, for instance, may visualize crossing the finish line first, feeling the surge of adrenaline, and hearing the cheers of the crowd. This mental rehearsal conditions the brain and body to perform as if success is inevitable. Visualization also helps you focus on what truly matters. By keeping your goal front and center in your mind, you're less likely to be distracted by doubts, fears, or external pressures. It serves as a constant reminder of your purpose, helping you prioritize your efforts and stay on track. However, visualization isn't just about imagining the end result, it's also about picturing the process. Envision yourself taking the necessary steps, overcoming obstacles, and persevering through challenges. If you dream of running a marathon, don't just visualize crossing the finish line. Imagine the early morning training runs, the discipline of maintaining your pace, and the determination to push through fatigue. This comprehensive visualization prepares you mentally and emotionally for the realities of the journey. In addition, visualization fosters resilience. When you picture yourself successfully navigating setbacks, you build confidence in your ability to handle adversity. For example, if you foresee a potential hurdle in a project at work, imagine yourself finding a creative solution or collaborating effectively with your team to overcome it. This proactive mindset reduces the fear of failure and reinforces your belief in your capability. To enhance your visualization practice, consider creating a vision board, a physical or digital collection of images, quotes, and symbols that represent your goals. Place it somewhere visible, so it serves as a daily reminder of what you're striving for. Engage with your vision board regularly, allowing it to renew your focus and determination. Remember, envisioning success is not a substitute for hard work, but it is a catalyst for belief and action. It sets the stage for your efforts, aligning your mindset with your aspirations. When you can see success in your mind's eye, you're more likely to see it manifest in your reality. The clearer your vision, the stronger your belief, and the more unstoppable you become.
Failure is an inevitable part of any meaningful journey, yet it is one of the greatest fears that holds people back. The truth is, failure is not the opposite of success. It is a stepping stone on the path to achieving it. Accepting failure as a teacher allows you to learn, grow, and ultimately strengthen your belief in yourself. When you experience failure, the initial reaction is often frustration, disappointment, or even shame. These emotions are natural, but they don't define the experience. What truly matters is how you respond to failure. Instead of letting it diminish your belief, use it as an opportunity to reflect and improve. Ask yourself, what went wrong? What could I have done differently? What lesson can I take from this experience? These questions shift your focus from dwelling on the setback to finding ways to move forward. Failure provides clarity. It reveals the areas where you need to grow and helps you identify strategies that work and those that don't. For example, if a business idea fails, it might teach you about market demand, better planning, or customer needs. Each failure brings you closer to a solution, provided you're willing to extract the lessons it offers. One of the most important aspects of accepting failure is separating it from your self-worth. Failing at something doesn't mean you are a failure. It simply means that a particular approach didn't work. Thomas Edison, when asked about his many unsuccessful attempts to create the light bulb, famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His resilience and belief in himself were the reasons he ultimately succeeded. Failure also builds resilience. Each time you recover from a setback, you strengthen your ability to persevere. Think of it like building muscle. Every challenge and failure you face is a workout for your mental and emotional strength. Over time, you become more equipped to handle difficulties and bounce back with greater determination. Moreover, failure creates a deeper appreciation for success. Achievements feel more meaningful when they are hard-earned. The journey, with its ups and downs, adds richness to the story of your growth. Reflecting on the failures you overcame can inspire you to keep going, even when new obstacles arise. Embrace a mindset where failure is not feared but expected as part of the learning process. Reframe your thoughts to see failure as feedback, not defeat. When you try something and it doesn't work, you've gained valuable data about what doesn't work. This knowledge narrows your focus on the path that will lead to success. Finally, remember that failure connects us all. Every successful person you admire has faced failure at some point in their journey. The difference is that they didn't let it stop them. They saw it as a teacher, not a verdict. Accepting failure doesn't just help you achieve your goals. It strengthens your character, fosters humility, and builds a foundation of unshakable belief. When you accept failure as a teacher, you transform it into one of your greatest allies. You learn to embrace the lessons it offers and use them to fuel your progress. Failure, rather than breaking your belief, becomes a catalyst for your growth, making your eventual success all the more rewarding. Your environment plays a pivotal role in shaping your belief system. Just as a plant thrives in nourishing soil and sunlight, your belief in yourself flourishes in an atmosphere of positivity. Surrounding yourself with positive people, uplifting energy, and encouraging influences creates a foundation for confidence, motivation, and self-growth. Start with the people in your life. The company you keep can either bolster your self-belief or chip away at it. Negative individuals, those who criticize, doubt, or dismiss your aspirations, can create a cloud of self-doubt. On the other hand, positive influences, friends, family members, mentors, and colleagues, who support and inspire you, act as cheerleaders for your journey. They remind you of your strengths, celebrate your achievements, and encourage you to persevere through challenges. Positive relationships are not just about receiving support, but also about giving it. When you surround yourself with people who uplift you, reciprocate by being a source of encouragement for them. This mutual exchange of positivity strengthens bonds and fosters a collective environment where everyone thrives. Beyond people, pay attention to the content you consume. The books you read, the shows you watch, the music you listen to, and the social media you follow all influence your mindset. Choose content that inspires, motivates, and reinforces your belief in what's possible. If your dream is to start a business, immerse yourself in stories of successful entrepreneurs. If you aim to improve your health, follow communities that celebrate wellness and self-care. Your physical environment also matters. A cluttered or chaotic space can create stress and hinder focus, while a clean and organized environment promotes clarity and productivity. Surround yourself with reminders of your goals, vision boards, motivational quotes, or symbols of what you're striving for. These small touches act as daily affirmations of your belief in yourself. Practicing gratitude is another way to infuse positivity into your environment. By focusing on what you have, rather than what you lack, you cultivate an abundance mindset. Gratitude shifts your perspective from negativity to appreciation, reinforcing the belief that you are capable of achieving more,
because you recognize and value your current blessings. Be mindful of limiting beliefs or toxic narratives that may seep into your environment. If someone consistently doubts your abilities or questions your dreams, gently distance yourself or set boundaries to protect your energy. Positivity doesn't mean ignoring criticism entirely. It means discerning constructive feedback from negativity that serves no purpose. Lastly, remember that positivity is not about ignoring life's challenges or pretending everything is perfect. It's about maintaining a hopeful and empowering outlook, even in the face of adversity. When you surround yourself with positivity, you create a safety net that catches you during setbacks and lifts you higher during successes. By surrounding yourself with positive influences, you create an ecosystem that nurtures your belief in yourself. This environment becomes a source of strength, resilience, and encouragement, enabling you to stay focused and confident as you work toward your dreams. Belief is not a fleeting thought or a momentary decision. It is a commitment to your journey, your growth, and your dreams. True belief requires consistent effort, unwavering dedication, and the courage to keep moving forward even when the path gets tough. Committing to the journey means embracing both the highs and the lows, knowing that every step brings you closer to your goal. When you commit to the journey, you acknowledge that success is not an overnight phenomenon. It's the result of persistent action, small improvements, and a relentless focus on your vision. This commitment demands discipline. It means showing up every day, even when motivation is low, and pushing yourself to take that next step, no matter how small. Commitment also involves resilience. The journey to achieving anything meaningful is rarely smooth. There will be setbacks, failures, and moments of doubt. But when you're truly committed, you don't let obstacles define your path. Instead, you see them as opportunities to grow stronger, learn valuable lessons, and refine your approach. Think of a sculptor chiseling away at a block of marble. Each strike of the hammer, no matter how insignificant it may seem, contributes to the masterpiece. There are moments when progress feels invisible, but the sculptor continues, trusting the process and the vision. In the same way, committing to your journey means persevering through moments when results aren't immediately visible. Trust that every effort you make is shaping the future you desire. Committing to the journey also means embracing change. Growth often requires you to step out of your comfort zone and adapt to new circumstances. You may need to acquire new skills, let go of unproductive habits, or face challenges you've avoided. This willingness to change is a testament to your belief in your ability to evolve and succeed. Surrounding yourself with reminders of your commitment can strengthen your resolve. Keep a journal of your progress, write down your goals, or create a personal mantra that reinforces your dedication. Celebrate milestones along the way, no matter how small they may seem. These moments of recognition fuel your belief and remind you of how far you've come. Finally, committing to the journey is about finding joy in the process. While the destination is important, the growth, experiences, and lessons you gain along the way are just as valuable. Learn to appreciate the effort, the discipline, and the challenges that shape you into a stronger, wiser, and more capable version of yourself. When you commit to the journey, you declare to yourself and the world that you believe in your dreams and your ability to achieve them. This commitment transforms belief into action, action into progress, and progress into success. No matter how long the road may seem, with commitment as your guide, you will reach your destination, and when you do, the journey will have been worth every step. Belief is the foundation of every great achievement. It is the spark that lights the fire of action, the compass that guides us through uncertainty, and the strength that keeps us moving forward when the road gets tough. Throughout history, belief has been the common thread in the stories of those who dared to dream and achieved greatness. But belief alone is not enough. It requires action, perseverance, and the courage to rise after every fall. It demands that you silence the doubts in your mind, surround yourself with positivity, and commit wholeheartedly to the journey ahead. Remember, it's not the absence of obstacles, but your resilience and determination in the face of them that define your success. Close your eyes for a moment and picture yourself standing at the peak of your dreams. Imagine the sense of pride, joy, and fulfillment that comes with knowing you never gave up. Let that vision be the fuel that drives you forward. Believe in the small steps you take today, for they are the foundation of the extraordinary future you are building. As you leave here today, I challenge you to carry these words with you. I believe I can do it. Say it to yourself when doubts creep in, when challenges arise, and even when the journey feels endless. Say it until it becomes the unshakable truth that shapes your reality. You are capable, you are strong, and with belief as your guide, there is nothing you cannot achieve. So go out there, take that first step, and keep moving forward. The world is waiting for your greatness. Belief is more than just a thought. It is the heartbeat of every dream, the foundation upon which hope is built, and the energy that propels us toward our aspirations. It is what allows ordinary people to do extraordinary things, to turn the impossible into the achievable, and to rise above the challenges that life inevitably throws our way. As you stand on the precipice of your ambitions, take a moment to reflect on where you've been and where you want to go. Consider the challenges you've already faced and the strength it took to overcome them. Each of those moments was a testament to your resilience and potential. They were building blocks, not barriers, shaping you into the person you are today, a person capable of achieving greatness. When we talk about belief, we're not just talking about confidence or optimism. Belief is a commitment to yourself, a promise that you will keep striving even when the odds seem stacked against you. It is the courage to take risks, knowing that failure is not the end, but a stepping stone. Belief transforms fear into determination, doubt into action, and dreams into reality. Think of the great innovators, leaders, and change makers throughout history. What set them apart wasn't that they had no doubts or faced no setbacks. It was that they chose to believe in their vision, even when others did not. They believed when it was difficult, when it was lonely, and when the path ahead was uncertain. That belief gave them the strength to persevere, and it will do the same for you. Now let's bring this closer to your own life. Every dream you have, every goal you set, starts with a single step. That step is believing you can. It's standing tall and saying, I am capable, I am worthy, I can achieve this. When you believe in yourself, you unlock a force within you that is unstoppable. You find the courage to push beyond your comfort zone, to face the unknown with confidence, and to keep moving forward, one step at a time. Belief is not always easy. There will be days when doubt creeps in, whispering that you're not good enough, or that your goals are too ambitious. On those days, remind yourself of this truth: doubt is just a shadow, and belief is the light that dispels it. You have the power to choose which voice to listen to. Choose the voice of belief. Choose the voice that says, yes, I can. You may not achieve your goals overnight, and that's okay. Success is not a race, it's a journey. It's about the lessons you learn, the growth you experience, and the person you become along the way. Each step, no matter how small, is a victory. Celebrate those victories, for they are proof of your progress and a reminder of your potential. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who inspire you to reach higher and dream bigger. Seek out mentors, friends, and community that uplift and support you. Their encouragement will reinforce your belief and remind you that you are not alone on this journey. And in turn, be a source of belief for others. Share your story, your struggles, and your triumphs. Your belief can ignite a spark in someone else, creating a ripple effect of inspiration. Take a moment now to visualize your dreams. Picture them in vivid detail. The sights, the sounds, the emotions of achieving what you've always wanted. Hold that image in your heart and let it guide your action. Use it as a beacon when the path feels unclear and as a reminder of why you started. As you move forward, remember this: the road will not always be smooth, but every obstacle is an opportunity to grow stronger. Every setback is a lesson in disguise, and every challenge you face is a chance to prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. Belief is not just about achieving your goals, it's about embracing the journey, trusting the process, and knowing that you are enough just as you are. It's about waking up every day with the determination to try, to grow, and to make progress, no matter how small. So let this be your mantra. I believe in myself. I believe in my dreams. And I believe that I can achieve anything I set my mind to. Say it often. Say it with conviction. And most importantly, live it every single day. You have within you everything you need to succeed: the talent, the resilience, the determination, and, above all, the belief. The world is waiting for your unique contribution, your ideas, your creativity, and your strength. Step into your potential and embrace the incredible possibilities that lie ahead. Believe you can do it, and you will. Thank you.